Hi guys, how are you? welcome, Murishani. Join in guys, share. Moiseni. How's everybody? Fire on the mountain, guys. Fire on the mountain. Power tap, guys. We have a long day today. Turela Mari's out. The elections are going on in Kasama, so we have a long day. Yeah. Good evening, Gwen Wamulishani. How are you? Murishani. Share, guys. Share. Itenia want to invite people. The phone line will be open. The TikTok panel will be open. So join in. We are waiting. Things are looking good in Kasama. PFFDD is looking good in Kasama there. It's exciting. We are expecting a victory. PFFDD, we are expecting a victory. UPND, Kuwaya. Yes, we'll talk about the move by MZ. MZ8 has not taken any move yet. MZ8 has not taken any move. But I'll just share, guys. Invite people. Yeah. Itenia want to. Sorry, I promised to come live yesterday, but my royalty kosa Mairo. So we just needed time to, we needed time to think over things. I'm fine, was Sylvester. Itenia want to share. Welcome to Ubuntu News Network. Ubuntu News Network, giving you breaking news without fear or favor. Political analysts, activists for good governance, right here. So, thank you guys for joining. Share. I'm going to play an audio as I share. Yeah, I'm going to play an audio as I share, as people join in. Akunakulala. Kelvin, Murishani, I am quiet. There's a lot happening in the country, guys. It's an election night today, so akunakulala. Akunakulala, Yes, so guys, I'm Queen Pumi, Ubuntu News Network, guys. Zambia is a democracy, so we are free to change a political party. And I just want to, for the record, number one, for the record, me, I'm a human rights activist, certified human rights activist, okay? I'm a certified human rights activist. I'm a political advocate, okay, for good governance. So, I started my politics in 2020, 2021 to remove the bad governance of PF. And when UPND came into power, I've never been a UPND. You can ask anyone, check all the records of UPND. I've never been a UPND. So all these things saying Queen Pumi is a UPND, that is propaganda. I've never been a UPND. I've just been an advocate for good governance. So people in 2021, 2020, they say they want a change of government, including myself. So if I want a change, if I'm advocating for good governance, that does not make me a UPND. So I became a advocate for good governance in 2020, 2021. Then when UPND came in power, I am among the first people who started condemning them. Because I'm an advocate for good governance, I am among the first people who started condemning the governance of UPND. And that was in September of 2021. So from September 2021 to date, I've been advocating for good governance. So those who are saying Pumulo Queen Pumi is a UPND, ni beans, that is cheap propaganda. It is the cheapest propaganda ever to label me as a UPND. When one, I've not been a UPND. I am an advocate for good governance, and I am among the first people who started condemning UPND in September of 2021, when that woman, Waneli Muti, was appointed as the Speaker of the Assembly. That's when I started advocating against UPND. So I am an advocate for good governance, and we have been talking here for a solid 4 years, going on to 5 years. Since September 2021, I've been against the governance of UPND. So somebody to be saying, hey, I'm a UPND, it's fake and it's all propaganda. Okay? That is a fact I wanted to straight clear. Coming to current day, since I'm an advocate for good governance, we have been waiting. We have been waiting for the PF to get themselves together. In the process, I also formed the political party of Anyonga. Baisa Anyonga ne Chipani. So kuchumwanje bashanati I'm a UPND when nalikwate Chipani. I am a founder. I am the founder of New Era Democratic Party. We all know what happened to the party. Mwalishiwefi achitika kuli New Era Democratic Party. So let's not go there. So all you people mwebalela that Queen Pumi ni UPND tamkwete fya kulanda. Queen Pumi is a founder of New Era Democratic Party. Mamona, I just didn't sit when UPND formed the power, and I didn't like how they were governing. I got up. I formed a New Era Democratic Party. All my ideas, I just don't talk. All my ideas, I put them on pen and paper, and I am the founder of the New Era Democratic Party. So all the brains behind the New Era Democratic Party, that manifesto that those hijackers are floating around, it's my baby, it's my brainchild. But see, that is a story for another day. We shall sort these matters for New Era Democratic Party at another time. I don't have time for that, because right now I have moved on, and we are here today where we have a PF, the wrangles in PF. So the wrangles before the PF wrangles started, we were there saying, okay, choose a leader, because we can't be split. I can't be fighting to get back New Era Democratic Party when we have seen what this government, what they have been doing is destroying anyone against them. So for me, instead of me standing alone there and try to gain a power of my party, I'm a new political party, I might as well join a bigger force. That's why I've gone now to work with the PF. But since I am an alliance partner for PF, people are saying all crazy things. We are bringing confusion. No, we are not bringing confusion. You, the people who don't want to accept people, are the ones who are bringing confusion. Because, like Chair, Queen Cobra and myself, we are there because we want good governance. There is nothing in it for us. Nobody ever pays me, and I don't think anybody pays Queen Cobra. We are just patriotic Zambians. So we are here and we are working with the opposition. We are part of the opposition to remove this sucker in the government. Now, again, Zambia is a democracy. I have chosen to support Makebi Zulu. But my support for Makebi Zulu, some people don't like it. They wanted me to go and support Brian Mundubile. So in democracy, people support whom they want. So you can't start insulting me or calling me a propagandist just because I support Makebi Zulu. And you can't say why we are bringing confusion to PF. No, Zambia is a democracy. People have left UPND and they have left PF and they are gone to PF to UPND. Why they yes. But Frank Wadia, all those people nga Kalimanshi bali mupokelera papeni kuli UPND. Father Frank Wadia or your former father bali mupokelera. Eh? So you mama PF imwe. Some of you cadres in PF muicheme because ni mama mwe balengero kwa PF ilusa no kulusa. Mwema cadres wa PF nomba mwayamba kuli umo cadre ensoka no kunsoka. Uresoka ine waba mu America. Do you know that threatening someone in America is a serious case? You have all seen a video muntu alensoka ine ali mu America alensoka. Eronga na imya phone bakapokola bambaya musenda for hate speech or threatening my life. Akalandati nendi movie. People need to know their boundaries. In America, you don't threaten people. This guy you have seen the video threatening me, but he used to be on my live here. He used to be on my platform, but because me, I support MZ8, I have become a bulldog for MZ8. I have become a bulldog. Because I am not with it, Brian Mundubile, I have become a bulldog for MZ8. No, don't threaten me if you are in America because it's just a phone call. Okay? Mwe mumweba uli ya muntu alikwata abakashina abana otu nono. Ekala ndachi Queen Pumi aona ola life yako because inenga natuma phone. I can just lift my phone and report him. Balaya bamusende, they don't play threatening people's lives. They don't play. You don't threaten somebody. You are in the United States, you are threatening another person in America. You don't do that. Teku Zambia kuno. Oko baloresha peishina. In the United States, they don't look at a person's name. When a police report is filed, they don't look at a person's name. So, ule nchita threatening atala ntumina baka dokula ntukana alimuno mu states muye mumwebe. He's just a phone call away. Kuchina imati phone na atuma baya musenda alikwata abakashina abana. Akashi abana abakashina abana bakwe balechura. So mumwebe aicheme. Don't threaten people. And I'm happy that Makebi is not working with these thugs. And Makebi should ban thuggerism or cadreism when he forms government. So that is that. I just wanted to make that clear. Like, don't threaten me. You are in the United States. You are threatening me. I can just pick up the phone and the cops will go after him. And this is a man who has kids. Nabakash. Nganaya musenda. Awakashiba. Nganamuta report for threatening my life. And the cyber bullying and hate speech. In fact, they are wanting people to arrest black people. Especially black men there. Tapari confused the team up. We are trying to get rid of the cadreism. Yes, me, I'm not PF, but I have partnered with PF for this 2026 election. Partner na UPND for good governance. Now I am partnering with PF. I have partnered with PF because they are the solution to remove by HH. And in my partnering with the PF, I have chosen MZ8 as my candidate of choice. So that's democracy. Okay, people. So let's not threaten each other and call out and yeah. Chen tuleke bu kadarism. Kadarism ponesheba PF. So we are not going to allow people who are identifying themselves cadres to be threatening us as women. Efa tulanda at Mozambique, you don't respect women. Okay? Of all the people who are talking Muma politics, this man is singling out women. Mule mayo all the time threatening women. You have no respect for women. So does it mean that only me and Che and Fofeba land of you? It's abuse of women. The whole political scene in Naikaba, the whole Zambia people are talking, all right? But you single out me and Chair as we are the ones bringing confusion on PF. So meaning you want to abuse women because we are the weaker sex. We are an easy target. Also, wa umfechi fukushi kuya mkulanda padi Queen Pumi na Queen Cobra. That's why I call it. Elonga uli mu America wiyesha no kwesha. If you are in America, ulechta cyberbullying or threatening me, I'll just pick up the phone while I send. Okay, guys, so we are here at Team MZ, back to business. Team MZ.
Go sit down with his colleagues in the Patriotic Front and see how they can work together to ensure that we do justice to the Zambian people. So for now, I want to say that this was my special address for today. Thank you very much. And next is a question. And I strongly believe that President Honorable Makebi Zulu, who is now announced as the presidential candidate for New Congress Party come 2026, will go sit down with his colleagues in the Patriotic Front and see how they can work together to ensure that we do justice to the Zambian people. So for now, I want to say that this was my special address for today. Thank you very much. And next is a question. And I strongly believe that President Honorable Makebi Zulu, who is now announced as the presidential candidate for New Congress Party come 2026, will go sit down with his colleagues in the Patriotic Front and see how they can work together to ensure that we do justice to the Zambian people. So for now, I want to say that this was my special address for today. Thank you very much, unless there is a question. And I strongly believe that President Honorable Makebi Zulu, who is now announced as the presidential candidate for New Congress Party come 2026, will go sit down with his colleagues in the Patriotic Front and see how they can work together to ensure that we do justice to the Zambian people. So for now, I want to say that this was my special address for today. Thank you very much, unless there is a question. And I strongly believe that President Honorable Makebi Zulu, who is now announced as the presidential candidate for New Congress Party come 2026, will go sit down with his colleagues in the Patriotic Front and see how they can work together to ensure that we do justice to the Zambian people. So for now, I want to say that this was my special address for today. Thank you very much, unless there is a question. And I strongly believe that President Honorable Makebi Zulu, who is now announced as the presidential candidate for New Congress Party come 2026, will go sit down with his colleagues in the Patriotic Front and see how they can work together to ensure how
intent. Leader has a tendency of giving young men of God money and in return sleeps with them, which I refused because remember, I'm not all these boys around.
Fortunate that it was misunderstood.
I refuse to become a Ben-10. Leader has a tendency of giving young men of God money and in return sleeps with them, which I refuse because remember, I'm not all these boys around. But right now, I'm more married to the church than I am married to my wife.
It was shared as a general teaching. So it was quite unfortunate that it was misunderstood.
We cannot get the adequate help because we don't agree that we are having problems.
That post was not talking about my husband.
My wife says it's just a post, but I responded. So for me to begin to respond to posts, it means there's a problem.
The quickly man of God. August is coming. Hallelujah. Who is winning the election? Kiki, be careful. Be careful, so I'm gonna have it so.
I want to say it on this TV that come August 2026 and God graces President Hakainde Hichilema with good health, he will win the election. I refuse to become a Ben-10. Leader has a tendency of giving young men of God money and in return sleeps with them, which I refuse because remember, I'm not all these boys around. But right now, I'm more married to the church than I am married to my wife.
It was shared as a general teaching. So it was quite unfortunate that it was misunderstood.
We cannot get the adequate help because we don't agree that we are having problems.
That post was not talking about my husband.
My wife says it's just a post, but I responded. So for me to begin to respond to posts, it means there's a problem.
The quickly man of God. August is coming. Hallelujah. Who is winning the election? Kiki, be careful. Be careful, so I'm gonna have it so.
I want to say it on this TV that come August 2026.
So, those are some of the newses that's happening. So that is the news, guys. Otherwise, a lot is happening. A lot is happening. So anyway, my take on the National Congress Party, Peter Chanda's offer to Makebi to take up the presidency. We saw yesterday the Kabwe court ruled that PF cannot have their convention, and they are going to full trial on the case. So, which means that it is most likely that PF will not be on the ballot because of the legal trials. The judiciary is hell-bent to lock up PF in political trials so that they are prevented from being on the ballot. So area shiro mwe bantu bakwalesa, it's like PF is being attacked 360 from inside and from outside. We saw the attack of PF. It happened in 2023 when Mao's Sampa hijacked it, and from there have been no peace. There has been no peace in PF. We have seen Chabinga, what has been happening. And now we saw the breakaway of Bamunduvile. Bamunduvile was yesterday crowned as a chairperson or president of Tonsi Alliance. So the PF are looking at that, have issued a statement, whoever is forming parallel structures against the original PF, whatever leadership, they should consider themselves expelled from PF. So we have these problems in PF, have these problems, but it's good to know that the PF Luvinda faction is standing strong. So, and all the other aspiring presidents, they are all standing strong with the Luvinda faction, which is a good thing. And the only person who seemed to have broken away is the Munduwile faction. So the Munduwile faction, they have gone there. They went there yesterday. We also saw the pictures of where Luvinda was given the presidency of the Danpule led Tonse faction. So, and then in the same process, well, we were there yesterday on Emmanuel Mwamba verified show, whereby Ambassador Emmanuel Mwamba made it very clear to say an illegal process is an illegal process. We cannot support an illegality. So even if PF delayed to have their conventions, and there are reasons why the PF is delayed to have the convention, mainly is that the PF is being threatened. They have cases in court. So if PF has a convention under PF, they might be charged with contempt. Yes, so PF might be charged with contempt if they go under the PF name. But Emmanuel Mwamba yesterday, he assured the nation that the PF convention is going to happen, but it's going to happen under an anonymous name. Yes. So the Mwamba assured the Zambians, maybe I should just play his audios, his videos, so that I don't have to repeat what he's saying. You can hear for yourself what Mwamba was saying yesterday on his show. So he was just assuring all the PF and all the Zambians who have a hope in PF that The PF is still intact. The structures is still intact. The PF, the party, is in the blood of the people. The power of the PF is in the people, not in someone holding the papers. And I'm here myself to support by Mwambefe Balandile Mailokwe, but yes, the PF party is still strong. The power to the people, the party belongs to the people. So nanguchabinga inga senda mapepa la techa senda bantu. So he assured the people. Let me just play the audio so that muyumfuile what Emmanuel Mwamba was saying. Yeah. So guys, I think I support, and hats off to the PF for standing strong. Yes, hats off to the PF, because we need we
know each other. President Galungu's instructions were very clear, extremely clear. Legal issues, leave them to the lawyers. Political issues, proceed. As soon as you abandon, Namipela injunction at Wilak Secretariat, you will have allowed President Hakainde Hichilema to steal your party. So we still go to the Secretariat. Natosanga waka tuarishwana, tuarishwa PF, nangu muntu munesu nero tatoka atechpani, achita cross our QPND, tulevachafuma ku PF our QPND. We know each other. President Galungu's instructions were very clear, extremely clear. Legal issues, leave them to the lawyers. Political issues, proceed. As soon as you abandon, Namipela injunction at Wilak Secretariat, Secretariat, you will have allowed President Hakainde Hichilema to steal your party. So we still go to the Secretariat.
So that is Mwamba speaking there.
They've removed us, we still go. Why? The imperative is that President Hakainde Hichilema is very determined to steal the Patriotic Front. He will use our own colleagues. Robert Chavinga has not emerged. Kapogara, we still go. They've tear gassed us, they've removed us, we still go. Why? The imperative is that President Hakainde Hichilema is very determined to steal the Patriotic Front. He will use our own colleagues. Robert Chavinga has not emerged. Kapogara, we still go. They've tear gassed us, they've removed us, we still go. Why? The imperative is that President Hakainde Hichilema is very determined to steal the Patriotic Front. He will use our own colleagues. Robert Chavinga has not emerged. Kapogara, we still go. They've tear gassed us, they've removed. Robert Chavinga is our own young man who we fielded in Mafinga constituency. Mao Samba, who earlier had conducted that illegal conference, is our own dear brother, founder member, nephew to President Michael Sata. There were all these unfortunate issues. The focus is that do not allow President Hakainde Hichilema to steal the party from the UPND. Robert Chavinga is our own young man who we fielded in Mafinga constituency. Mao Samba, who earlier had conducted that illegal conference, is our own dear brother, founder member, nephew to President Michael Sata.
So I think we have heard enough. The message is loud and clear coming from Emmanuel Mwamba, and he's saying that even if PF has these legal issues, we proceed. But PF, let us be united. PF mwaikatana amakaya ba mubantu. Tapanga ndaba fiashi. If you have parents and your parents have problems, abafiashi bale kana tetuchinje shina ndio because abafiashi bandina bale kana na wa chinje shina wafuma panganda. No. You stay the course. The PF has got leadership. And if there are leadership wrangles, members of PF must stay intact. This is what I'm here to plead today. Don't start scampering mwebe na PF pantu abafyashi benu balerwa panganda abafyashi benu bapsana elo mwafuma panganda mwayachinya na sanem wayapali bane but yo pantu ina abafyashi bandi balerwa tapali peace pale panganda. You don't leave your house because your leaders are fighting. But PF, stay intact. These problems will be resolved. Yeah? Bano kona bawiso balerwa panganda pali abantu ko balonga bafuma ku chupo bushabana bala konka banyina oko baya kulya. No, you stay pala pene panganda ni panganda ya bawiso nomba olonga ni bawiso bafuma pala panganda wako mwali kwate nganda bwino. This is a perfect example. This message I'm sending to PF members. Ba PF mweba na bana PF mwana sata mwana ECO. Inganda yenu ni PF. That house of PF yashireba sata yashireba ECO. Muri abafyashi bafyashi bali abasata na ba ECO bafyashi ba PF. So bali abafyashi ba PF bali tusha. Batushira Barubinda and his team there. There is a team which was left by ECL. So Muriama Bukama Rangos. Muriamu leadership ya PF na Mubukama Rangos. Some of the leaders vai mabafu mabayoku. No mbai mwemwe ni bana banganda kutumwa konka uliomu fyashi uwa butuko mwine afu mwine munganda kutumwa mkonga. You can't do that. You cannot do that. But PF ikale nifi. PF ni nganda yenu. PF is your house. And if the parents who are your leaders in PF are fighting, imwemweba na kuikala fye ni nganda yenu ya abafyashi benu bali mikudire ngande. Uyop mufyashi waya kale ya bati PF structure. When people are saying the PF structures, to put it in context, PF ni nganda mufyash abafyashi benu ba Michael Sata ba ECO ba mweba PF bali mishire nganda PF. So bali abo basha mulya mu leadership ya PF bambi bayi mabambo kula ya kulya imwe mweba na ba PF teti mwambi okula konka bali abale ya kulya mushe nganda yenu nishimwala luba Awabaleya kuba pera kuba bafye bye mwende bwino because you already have a house. You already have your inheritance. Tekwebati muma political parties you people will not disagree. Yes, there will be problems. Muma yanda monse people will disagree. There are problems. You have to work it out, but you don't have to get up and go. But you can't force people who are getting up and going to stay. Umuntu nga napanga mind yako kuba charefo kuya. Kumulekaya. Problem yalaba nomba chako bati imwe mwebana. Umufyashi umonga afuma panganda ni aya nenchipi na imwe mukonke uli omufyashi wa ya nenchipi. Mushe nganda yenu. So mukaya kulia mkusu mwakwa you become renters. You want to become renters when you have a new house. Your own house. Mwali kwa tenganda yenu ba PF. So no mama mkusu usumana mayanda ya bene. Because our leaders wa PF na ba mnyebati, we are going to resolve this. We are fiafine randa ba mwamba. Wabulo mwana, uyu mwana uitwala mputura since muleruira. The real parent will be like awe, mulekenya sendo mwana mwe muputura. Don't sacrifice the baby. If you want the baby, take it. So it could be the same. It's like, okay, PF ukunoko. But you know, it can't even be that because there's only one person who's going. There are, how many presidents are there? Bali 9. So I want to 9 other aspiring presidents are still in PF. So bali abele, ko after bye-bye. But the mistake is you people. You people ngamwai mamambye ukonka uliomu fiashu alafu mapanga ndati na yoku. nishimwaluba because kuyoko mleya nishimukalasu usumanafi mushenganda yenu. Coming to the NCP. NCP President Peter Chanda has offered the party to Makebi Zulu. But we know what happened. Quite some problems. Peter Chanda. But I want to know about people are expressing their concern. How can we start? How can we trust Peter Chanda? And then they will put PF in a trouble. So the way the things are, this is just my opinion. The way things are, right now, since PF political party in bali ikatapamukoshi, but HH tabale fire, like HH is so scared to have PF on the ballot against him. And we all know the reasons why HH is scared to have PF on the ballot, because they have not delivered. They have not delivered. I can even play a video of the Tonga man. Let me play the Tonga man, that call if you are land. But HH now deliver. So the biggest threat challenger to them is PF. So kuma coach yuko bali kama PF pamkoshi. So since bali kama PF pamkoshi, PF is vulnerable. You know? PF is vulnerable. It's not only an issue of NCP. So it boils down to PF finding a special purpose vehicle. And that special purpose vehicle can be any political party. And any political party, if PF decide to use it, can betray PF. Mwaishiba. So tuilanda vya party yo tuilanda vya party yo NCP kutiachita betray ba PF. Any party can betray PF because PF has been put in the position because of the court cases. And this is where Bahaka India and this government, they want PF exactly where they are. Mwamona. Bahaka India, now, but what is happening to PF is exactly what they want him to be, for PF to be. What is happening to PF is exactly what Bahaka India wants to be happening. PF to be vulnerable, PF to find a anchor party, and then if it's an anchor party, somebody can just wake up and change their mind. So people have expressed their doubt and their fear to having NCP. But me, what I want to say that this fear is not only to NCP, to any political party, because they are vulnerable. So they are looking for a special purpose vehicle. And this special purpose vehicle can be any political party which can betray them. So people are saying, oh no, let them not go to NCP. NCP can betray PF. Let him MZD work with Baba Mundubire. So now me I ask, okay, ngaba Mundubire kuriyoko bere ni party nsheo barebo mfya. So the same question, what can stop FDD from betraying Mundubire? That is my question. If you are saying NCP can betray by PF, if Makebi Zulu decides to go on NCP and he can be betrayed last minute, what will stop Kuyaba Mundu Yokobere from FDD, from betraying Bamundubiri. It boils down to by HH. He has PF where he wants them to be, in a position of desperation and certainty, to where they are not in control. He has, obviously we can say, but HH is controlling all the judges in this case. So, what can we say? We can say, by HH is controlling the judges, and that's why the case yalimina kuma court, and these cases they won't be resolved. So now, but apparently, ECL was smart. ECL ECL saw these things already. That's why he had NCP. He knew that PF political party legally, Tanzania formula. This is what is happening to dictatorship governments or presidents who fail to deliver and they want to cling to power. They destroy their opposition. And then the opposition that is there is toothless. You know? Ngamule Tarika. All this opposition like Iba Kalaba is toothless. Look at the numbers now. We didn't know Kasamaso. Ama numbers Yaba Kalaba Yadishan. Is it toothless? That's why it's not even bothered. Another person who was upcoming is Bino Mpundu, Ichabaiche. Where is Bino today? He was humbled by those Shawama results. Mwamona. And Bino doesn't even have a political party. He was going to have he was going maybe to work in partnership. Had Bino's aspirations taken off in Chawama, maybe by NCP limbingabali ima vaya kuli Bino achetu bombele pamo. Number by NCP na bena kukasama kulia in Chawama. NCP in Chawama had the harsh reality. And correct me if I'm wrong, this is the reasons why NCP has given up and say, we have learnt the lesson. They learnt the lesson the hard way in Chawama, and his numbers were very bad. So now he has gone to Makebi. But he has gone back to the original plan. By ECO, so bali monaba ECO quite by HH. PF bali kamata pago kangoto. These are the words of HH himself. PF bali kamakangoto. Ama papers yaba so chokehold. We saw Chavinga the other day saying Dimende Jisirugwalo. Okay. Zambia, there are 50 political parties. So even if you can chokehold PF legally, the structures are there. Abana ngawalifiala abana. Abana bonse bali temwa banyina na batakwa bomwana ukana wish. Pantu atiyo padiama problems batata na bapia pano panganda tapadi mpia wakana bawi. So no, you stay. And they salute to the PF. The PF, the people of PF, they are so resilient. You know. Ni donch kubeba kula diafi mpia ngavali bale tempia ba UPND mwalia. But ikale ni aboba left mamu UPND, let them go. You know, let the people go who are leaving aba left mamu PF, sorry. The people who are leaving PF, let them go. PF ninganda yenu, you can't abandon your house. Bali mikuri nganda ba ECL. Basata bali kule nganda ya PF yali minina ndindi. So imamwe bantu techi musele. Mamona. Because kulia wako balea na oko bere ba mundu bile kulia kuli FDD. So FDD ngayo bale foku bonfia is the same situation na ba PF aba. If this original PF decide to go with NCCP under Makebi or any other political party, they are in the same predicament of where the president can drop them at a last minute. But me, my advice is to the PF MCC, whatever special purpose vehicle that you use to take you to the election, to put this fear of being abandoned or betrayed at the last minute, sign a MOU. Sign a memorandum understanding to say, I, Peter Chanda, I am giving a presidency of NCP to Makebi Zulu for the next 5 years. Sign a MOU, notarize it, chapwa. So, nefifi akwebati yo kutiba Peter Chanda baisa tuchinjisha, it won't be a problem. It won't be a problem. Because that document will be binding. So, my request is, by NCP, by PF, whatever special purpose vehicle you decide to choose, sign a memorandum of understanding to say they are giving you the reins to the power for the next 5 years, so that in 6 months' time, when we are going to file in a presidency, someone tetieme paria after bamupera kasaka kandalama ukweba tiawe, I am reclaiming my presidency. Yes. So let them make a binding agreement between PF, whomever, nanku FTD ukokuine, okobere bamundu bile, who knows? Bamundu bile can make an agreement with FDD, by FDD president Chiba Piribuka. So let bamundu bile also make a binding agreement with the FDD to say, we are in a contract for 5 years, and PF, bamundu bile, and or whatever, Brian will be the president for FDD for the next 5 years, or just the president on the ballot for the 2026 election, something like that. So I have made my case, guys, and I just want to play a video, and the rest of you can come in. I'll open the panel on TikTok.
Support from Southern Province. But some people, they are giving up. When I go to Southern Province, now if someone from Southern Province can give up, are you telling me that someone from Osaka and the Chingola can still loving? When you yourself, who started loving him before these other provinces started loving him, you've given up. Some of them are like me. I was stopped loving him. Me and my family and other people, we've stopped loving him. Now you think if we can give up, I'm also Tonga. Because one of my brothers Tonga, no Tonga, many Tonga are full time of that. But you have given up on supporting Hagainde because of my own reasons. So you think the reasons that the other people have for giving up on supporting Hagainde are not valid, such that the other people from other provinces, they cannot buy them. Let us learn to analyze politics. If it's Hage, you must realize to say, Mudara, an election can be very disappointing. Ask the people of Kenya. Ask the people of Kenya. The person that won as the president, so let us be very careful as we talk. And let us be exposed. Not to only get the levels of Southern Province, only get the Mayana Momos, Mokala, now and because that village supports Hagainde, you think now everyone else is supporting. That is non-exposure. Let us be exposed. Someone director Balaronga. Why is it that people fail to deliver? They fail to deliver when the head is not functioning very well. If the head is not functioning, now mutual training, water energy, you can't expect the trailers to start moving. These mayors, these MOPs and the councillors who are not performing, it's because the Hagainde himself is a failure. Let us just face the reality. If Mr. Hijirema was not a failure, he was going to, because he is aware that in Mazabuka, because the other time he was talking about the roads, particularly about Mazabuka, he is aware that there is nothing going on in Mazabuka and he is quiet. It means that is how the West culture is. It's like Bali now is an entertainer who knows how to speak, entertaining people. No, he just entertains the people through his speeches. But when it comes to delivering, he is not there. So we should just accept that fact. So those that are saying, the councillor must go, the higher must continue. Do you know where the money comes from? When we talk about infrastructure development, the money comes from central government. Now they say, CDF or CDF, and this CDF comes with guidelines. They may release money, and the money that will be released will come with guidelines on how it will be spent. And you can't expect the councillor or an MOP or the mayor to just go against the instructions that will come from the ministry. No, and that ministry receives the instructions directly from the president. So the failures we are seeing now, and even the same money for CDF, there is one mother, family, yeah, right, who's about 2 times, now 3 times. And yet they have kept on increasing money, which we've increased the money from this figure to another figure. But they don't release those money. Go and find out who can, so how many times CDF Nyagas were where. You will be surprised that yes, the figures have been increased and people have been jumping up and down like told you. But there is nothing that is coming out. Bagalonga. So those are the things that we are talking about. Let us not be overexcited like I told you that has been overfed with milk. No. Let us sit down and analyze these things. We don't just have to do things like when so this failure is not for the MOP. The failure is not for the mayor. The failure is because the hanging there told us that it's Kamubika chain or not in it already. If you want it trailer with the end, it is an error for you to say that we have trailer come out so that we have the trailer, whatever the end. What kind of thinking is that? We can train the guy that putting water dose. Mavika moto wanting a farm and I would also train. More UPND is like everyone in UPND now. Moto wanting. You talk about a leader at the district level under UPND. It's like Moto wanting a well trained. You talk about the president. However, he is not functioning, he is not delivering. So, failures all over. And someone is talking about, God will give us someone that will take it up. Badara Sata, in his few years, now 2 years, you saw a lot of things changing. Many people were saying Shatanjira, we over Kondo, we over he. In his talking, he sounded as if he's a bad man. But he talk about actions. There are so many things that we can point out in now. You talk about Zamuteo. Zamuteo was privatized by Rupia Banda. Sata brought it back. Now, are you aware? Let me tell you one thing. Are you aware that some Stogate or is it Central Province? Are you privatized that from Mawida? Matogate in Genaya. The president of UPNB has started privatizing Matogate. Just a target. Just imagine. These are the things that is worked against. When you privatize a national asset, you're bringing poverty in the country. It means you will fail to run that particular institution. So now, we remember him for bringing back national assets that were privatized by MMD. There are so many things that we can point at, which this particular PF did, more especially under Sata. You can't compare President Sata May. He's so rest in peace with Mr. Haga in the Jirema. By far, President Sata, he had a certificate only in political science. But he worked like an economist. Now Mr. Haga is an economist who is working like a counselor. Failure all over. So these are the things that we're talking about Bagalonga. You can't compare. Maybe who can be compared to Mr. Haga in the Jirema? Maybe Mr. Rongo. Yes, that's why Bari was Supanawe and Bari anyway. President Rongo and Mr. Haga in the Jirema. But all of the Rongo you go to Sak, you will find a lot of development. My bridge all over and the other things. So what is it that Mr. Haga in the Jirema is going to point at? Yes, we appreciate the freedom. We appreciate the fact that there is democracy there. We appreciate that fact. But we need something else to point at because everyone else has something that which they point at. Even in Novagaso,
Mama, go ahead. Vali Vapuisha, go ahead. Angel G. Angel G, go ahead, Mama. Okay, very busy by Angel G. Beginning fire my results, two for my results, my want. I'm going to link here my results, moon to mineni ko to the pano. Banko munzo, too many ko link here nani kan. Kuka samok. Maybe, but let me check on the PF page. Join in, guys. Otherwise, tuala isalanga tamuliranda. Tuala ya tiya mkuchita ko fimbi.
Madam President,
Mwaisaleti. Mwakambaleti. Ah, well, you're okay.
Oh, okay.
But in Indanda, I've already made my presentation.
Okay.
You can go ahead. The floor is open now.
Okay.
Now we don't know who I want to know about Zambi.
I'll be shooting in the air because it's actually following. I told her be nice and then I should join.
Ah, when I shilanda fe pari NCP. I was talking about NCP and where people are saying that we can't trust Peter Chanda because he can withdraw at the last minute. And then I told the Zambian about PF, PF, if you like PF, chimono kwebati, vasata na balungu bali tushirenga ndani PF. Aba flash bafwa, bali abali tushamamona. So now we have a new leadership here to shirire ba ECL. So number ya leadership we have ECL. Iya ba Lubinda, eo ba shire ba ECL. Ema buke fiongo, elo ba mbibaima bachita branch off. Atawe ifetwaya. Mu leadership. So me, I was talking to the PF members ukwebati. PF ninganda yenu ya mishirira bafyashi benu. So abadangu panganda bafyashi in real life, abafyashi ngabale sana. You don't get up and go akonka uyo mfyashi. Uwaf mapanganda but abafyashi benu bali mikulire nganda ninganda yenu ile. It is your house. So I'm just encouraging the PF members ukwebati. Don't be involved in leaving PF because that is your house left by Basata and by ECL. Bali abafyashi bali abali pamulu pali abali for kufuma mu PF. Kabaleya. You can't abandon your house because bawi so bapondoka na iwo abakonkolo bano ko bapondoka na iwo abakonga kuli abapondokera. Washengana. That's point number 1. Point number 2, people are saying that PF, NCP can betray PF. So Nanina Landati, this is what HH exactly what he wants, to put PF in a desperate position by ukikatama pepala ya through Kachabinga. So, bali abafumine, let's say ba mundu bile kulioko bere. Balenda ati bale kabomfya FDD or whatever political party. Ingabe na ni guarantee nshiba kwete kwa watu FDD cannot betray them. The same way they are saying Peter Chanda can betray PF or Makebi. So what guarantee does Mundu bile have kuleba Mundu bile ko baleya? He will not be betrayed by FDD or political party. And I'm just saying what this is what happening is what the masterminders is a plan of actually ukwipayo echipani cha PF. And I advise that you won't say Makebi Zulu or to Makebi Zulu is an offer to him. He has been offered. And people are like, no, he can be betrayed. And I said, to kill all this fear of betrayal, let Makebi sign a memorandum of understanding to say, I, Peter Chanda, have given the president to PF and Makebi for 5 years. And let him relinquish all his claim on NCP on paper in an agreement. Chapwa, let them sign a memorandum of understanding where Peter Chanda can relinquish his claim on NCP so that we are at peace. Taturefoe watu yokuturea kuma nomination kuri Makebi Zulu ba Peter Chanda tiyo ndefo echipani Chanda. Mamona. But there is a way out to this, to kill all these suspicions and worries we have as a people, is let them sign a memorandum of understanding and let Peter Chanda relinquish his claim on NCP for the next 5 years. Definitely, Alanda. If you don't know, Alanda. Yeah.
Oh, Madam Malanda, I mean, because there are these, but if you follow, for me, I've tried to follow Peter Chanda and the issues that were there before. You know, when he left Otose at some point, there was an issue to say he felt uncomfortable. People were departing away from the legacy that ECL was building, and he didn't want anything that was going to betray ECL. And at that point, he felt there was need to just maybe part away. And he was very categorical in his statement to say, I'm going away because I feel people are departing away from the ideologies of ECL, and I don't want to destroy the legacy of ECL because that was the party that was going to, I think, sustain ECL's legacy, and that was the time he was living. If you follow the events, I like following events and follow facts, not propaganda and everything. And he left. And he went and did the Chawama by-election. After he finished the by-elections, he said he came again and told us to say Mao Samba spoke to him. We saw the pictures of him and Mao Samba. He said Celestina Mkandila spoke to him. Lubinda, who's the acting vice president of PF, spoke to him. So as a person who is, you know what, people have come and spoken to me. This party was left by ECL. He must have looked through ideas and all that and said, you know what, if I have to look at the Zambian people, and if this is the party that has to be used to ensure that the PF survive whatever problems they're going through, he thought through and he has come back. I mean, I listened to Chair. I heard what Chair said about Mao Sampa, about Chanda and all that. And she said point blank to say, if PF could have forgiven, even ECL could have forgiven Mao for what he did, Chanda has not done what Mao Sampa did. What will not make you people at least forgive this person for what he did? He went away on purpose to say he was denying people, not protecting the legacy of ECL. And I've also heard people writing to say actually he supported Bill 7. He's a party. He has MPs. Okay? When Chanda went to support, when he went to make submission, I heard his submissions. The submissions were on what? The first time they chased him to say, no, you are not here to do this. They chased him. The second time he went there, he agreed with a lot of clauses that were in Bill 7 and was rejecting some things which were not in Bill 7. Just like even you and me, Madam President, we said that yes, there could have been 1 or 2 clauses, but majority of the clauses in Bill 7 were not progressive. And because of that, we denied them. So because of what he said, they said he supported Bill 7, and they've also said that his MP voted for Bill 7. They want to compare the way PF runs the affairs to the way NCPA was running affairs. They expected the way PF expelled those who voted for Bill 7 for him to also expel that. Maybe there was some reason he thought there was no need to even expel him. Time will come when you fight the people of Zambia, because the people of Zambia know. Even now, as we are talking, all those who voted for Bill 7, they are facing the consequences. So for me, I would rather you look at issues before you condemn this person completely, like we are all saints. He has come back, and if I heard him very well, he invited Makebi. He said, I've brought back NCP to Tonse. I'll be more comfortable. It's like somebody saying, Naleta motoka, but he motoka, pakutiende. Queen Pumi, you're not comfortable because Ninshiva for Naland left. So even him, that's what he did. He just said, PF, but I'll be more comfortable if Makebi will be the one to be the president of this party. So now, does that not guarantee to say, no, Makebi has moved like I saw, so Makebi has left him? No. Makebi is a person who is very, very sober. He has not commented. He's waiting for the right time. I'm sure he's looking at it, consulting with the PF, MCC. They sit, they're a team. Colleagues, there's this thing that has come. How do we handle it? And they want to immediately Makebi to go and respond. He needs to sober up as he's approaching that issue with others, because Chanda put it on record to say, PF, actually, Makebi, sit with everyone in PF and see how you can work together in unity. So I don't know why people choose to go astray and just send the prechush. And when people want to issue facts, Queen Pumi, you are bringing confusion. No, you are not bringing confusion. You are actually helping these people to say, money, I need this. By bringing the issues on people in terms of integrity, morality, and everything, that doesn't warrant insult. I've never heard you insult. I've never heard you bring division. On this platform, we are always talking about being politically correct. I don't know why people are sent up a chush. Grade 3, imwe, free education in Zambia, kabiyen ku skulu, mambo kula tontonganya kumule sila kwa ifpalakasa wino. No, tumule isa mambo kula you're this one. No, follow events and look at the events correctly. It's unfortunate we are in a country where people want to do propaganda. We've said it. Propaganda was done on PF and the PF lost. We are not going back that route. That's why you see us counter-reacting to everything to make sure that people don't do wrong things. That's my submission, madam.
Thank you, Mama. A la wafia. Wafia. Joineni ko mulande. Muleta mbafye. Ifa tuari kosa we are tough as nails. Oloba tueva ule tapadi. Oloba tueva ule. Na Chanda na pali bayaba nchita threaten nati uwe muntu di mu America, you are cyberbullying me, threatening me, walite mwaba kashina bana bobi. Cause kuno tabarolesha pa mutundu nga watuma fye phone bakapokola baraisa.
Angel G, last time you spoke very well to JJ. My dear, I don't know if you are a brother or a sister, I don't know, because Bupe is for either male or female. We want to say, I believe in justice, injustice, and good governance is what we advocate for on this platform. Also, we are looking at issues of human rights. All those things, we are looking at those things. And we want to will not stand on the principle. We will always defend good governance. On principle, we will always defend justice. Injustice, to which they defend. No, we've refused that. So that's why, but JJ, it's unfortunate. I asked him questions he could not answer. He started giving us history, which we all know. For me, it was just a very simple and straightforward. The problem that they have is they fail to recognize by giving Luwinda as the acting president. And if given as we have refused that, so if we believe in justice, we want to Akwalesa. And we always go back to our Christian values. The Bible says respect authority. You will never hear me insult my President HH. Never. I can never do that. But I'll always tell my president to say, Mr. President, you told the people of Zambia this and this and this and this. So by doing that doesn't mean that I'm insulting the president. I'm just putting checks and balances on him. Because I've noticed that most of his MPs, they fear him. And because they fear him, he's being around over the PF, those are the same people who mislead. That's why some people are the true UPN will get upset and say, by president, when we were fighting this Tabariko Bonsaba, but when I know about him, ever engaging about HM president. So president. Even these other MPs, whatever, if maybe you say no, you are disrespecting, maybe I would say okay, maybe I could have used some words which sounded like I was disrespecting, but that's also not my nature. I don't respect anybody and I don't look down on anyone. But if you come and misrepresent issues here, I will apotula pusana, because I love being truthful. People should be truthful and tell the people the truth. Queen Pumi here, you can't tell her that she's causing confusion and she's bringing PF confusion, this and this and that, when all she has done is to bring checks and balances. And even those people who sit here, when we call you out, just like Madam Katuta saying bad things about our president, when we call her out, doesn't mean that we're insulting her. No. We are just trying to say what you said is not correct. Can you put things in the correct context? Say the truth. The Bible is very clear. Say the truth and the truth will set you free. Banda was here. What did he say? He said didn't what? He didn't go to Tonse Alliance to stand as the PF, Tonse presidential candidate. He just went there as a chairmanship. And then Bamwamba stated on the platform, he has put things in perspective, the right and legal issues. But you just want to, what? He's not listening. He's not listening. Protocol. Yeah, they are very important. Protocol. Protocol, hierarchy, power, all those things. It's important, you know. This is the hierarchy. Every organization has got it. Okay, Niba MD, Niba Shanshani, whatever. Okay, this is a channel of communication here and there and there. So, there's nothing wrong in you following the right channels of communication. There's nothing wrong. If you are also free to do things, but if you do things and people call you out, don't come and look at the people who have called you out as because they don't agree with you. You don't expect me to agree with whatever you say. Even me, whenever I'm saying things here, If you don't agree with me, you are at liberty to tell me I don't agree with you, and I'll be okay with that, because we don't look at the number 6 in the same way. 6 may be 6 to me, but it may be 9 to you. Depending on how you are looking at things.
Yeah, one thing. Yeah, to a second. At 6,
Madam,
at 6 maybe 6 to yeah, man second.
6 may be 6 to me, but it may be 9 to you, depending on which direction you are looking at it from. So this is where we are, and we should respect each other. And don't expect people to insult us, and we are keeping quiet. No, we'll keep quiet for some time. We will not give you relevance and everything. But when you get beyond, we'll correct you and tell you issues as they are supposed to be. Right now, to feel like the vote protection, and even last time I was saying, and I remember to Makwalisa, let's do vote protection strategies for the 13th August voting. Instead of, and the European, they're enjoying that confusion because so let's focus. If really we want to redeem the people of Zambia from the things they've gone through, you see? So when we say things, madam, the way they are, and we believe in truthful, you are a Christian, I'm a Christian, I believe in the true gospel of Jesus Christ, and I would rather stick to principle. They are very, very important. I have integrity and morality, ubuntu, all these things. Not just because Vampela Kabwadi, you're Fidana Amkulandiru, you're Fidana Pilukanach. That is not the Ubuntu that Vakeke built on. No. We've always spoken the right ways. We've always stood for the right things. Whenever it is wrong, we call it wrong. That yo mule munapo ni shati ni spoon. Atao te spoon imwe ni fork we mule munapo. No, if it's a spoon, we say no, that is a spoon. If it's a fork, we call it that is a fork. That's how things are. So people should learn to and most of even these people, Madam President, who was telling you that don't bring confusion here and there. They actually, some of them can even insult more than you insult. Yes, that is your way of living. That is not our way of living. In fact, we are beyond that level of doing things. It's not everybody who is a Kaponya. Will not choose a Kaponya language. Instead, whatever. It's so unfortunate. Madam President, I think let me end here.
One thing. I think they are not happy that we are not cadres. They are not happy with people who say things as they are. Maybe the
other thing, Madam, I should also address is this issue of you are UPND. How many of all those who are
I've never been UPND. I'm a good advocate for good governance. If you are in Zambia, even if you are Wukadarism, if you are in Zambia politics. When I went to Zambia in 2019, me and my family nasendera abana bonse no mwishukuru wandi twafika mu Zambia fe batuchiriya attack bakada pa intercity. Ero nabwerere kunona ati That's how I put my voice in to say no. Icha aponeshe ba PF ni kadarism ine. I was a victim of kadarism pa intercity padia. Umurumendo fyo onsha ishibewa ishire tuchita shield tuchita protect ati niba sister barekini atunilika na mubasi. We even went and sat in a bus for shelter kuya nina mubasi shelter tu after fiata calm down narina abana nabafwala ma shorts whatever tuafwele fyama tight tuashitane fitenge pada peni. We had to buy fitenge. We were in a bus. Tuaya mubasi mulia for shelter. Elo mulumendo yo ino watu chile shelter ya leta na washi shiftingi fo tuwa shiftingi. Elo tuwafuale fitenge nomba. Ukufuma mubasi umomo tuwa vereme. Ukuya kubasi tuwale ya kukabwe. Tuwaya fuwa ya kabwe basi tuwanina. That's why me, I am up to now. I don't want cadarism. Filefia che ulio pangileka video pa TikTok wale sokaini. That I'm going to unleash cadres on you. I dare you. You are in America. You're going to unleash cadres on me. It's just a phone call. Ko America, they don't deal with that. Don't be so naive. You are in America. You have abakashina abanero lecture threaten cadres on me. Ingawadite mwabakashibobe n'abana bobe, stay in your lane. Don't start threatening me when you are in America. Threatening my life. Molandu kuno in the developed countries, you don't threaten anyone's life. It's a serious case. Me, I've never been a UPND. Neither am I a PF. I am an advocate for good governance. Zambia chalo chabonse. So if intunga file luwana tufile tualanda. We cannot be quiet if intufile pena. At because I'm not UPND or I'm not PF, I should be quiet. So balefa tulekele ichalo, there are 20 million people in Zambia. So they want us to sit and fold our arms because we are not PF, because we are not UPND, we should not talk. No. We are talking because we are advocates of good governance, and in fact, we are the best people to talk because we are seeing fiancé, we are speaking from outside. Me, I am neither UPND nor PF. So we are the best people to advocate and see where things are going wrong. It's like a referee. You can't referee your own bowler. Okay? I never learned that Queen Pumi, Queen Cobra, we are referees if we to the Pachi Bansa. Ngamlete ya soka tetuwe referee for your own game. This is where we come in. This is where people like Queen Pumi and the chair come in. Angel G. Because you can't be a referee for your own match. This match is between UPND and PF. So us, we are referees and advising. The interest, in fact, na referee in Diabeko wino pantu and it doesn't care who win or lose. For us, we care because we want a better Zambia for all. We want poverty to end in Zambia. That's why I waste my time here. Nakula ine kunona ikala almost 30 years kuchalo chaveni. I didn't expect to be here and worrying about cadarism, about being arrested to talk in Zambia after I've been here almost 30 years. You think abantu abayikala mu fyalo balitemwa? Twalikwata koko twafuma. But waingire mu Zambia takuli ya menshi. Takuli ya malaiti nkaya ikala shani. Nkaya mkuta pa menshi pano pompere kaya mkufyutuko omusana. Nkale ya mkula ipika pambabula. When I've lived in a country almost 30 years, I'm a light tayaya hapo. I wash ndadiefyo ndefo yanga ndefo ya menshi ya kaba. Ninkula ine. So you want these people who have reduced abantu kula bonfia amalasha. After ine neo na di kuzambia tu amalasha to ale ya bonfia by choice. Nga today ipike na beans. We did not use malasha because to takuri amalaiti. No. Tuare ipike amalasha to ale ya bonfia fie maybe once a week. Oro tuleo cha mataba filia. Aba fia shibalanda fia chiento cha mataba. Ero tuale bonfia imbabule nero nare kula nero nare kala kuzambi. It's because we want to ipika beans mwa ipikira panse, mule ipike sabi mwa ipikira panse. Olo mulefu afia kuchanga ninama. Yes. Not where number one to bonse ipika pamalasha. Tulande kwati ni mwa ba PF, niwe wa UPND, haikona man. You are not. You are not going to shut us up. Wachepa sana. Because some of us, we are retirement age. Therefore, we are to Zambia to retire in a place whereby I can build my house and not worry about a genset or solar power. I can build a house and just tap into the grid for Zesco and have power 24/7. This is what we want. mefa ture minumba. Turande kofia timoba UPND. Olombe UPND, so what? I'm not going to settle for nonsense. But the fact is I'm not. I am not UPND and I'm just an advocate for good governance. Elo Futi, don't say the name of PF. I am an advocate for good governance and I will work with PF to remove this government in Chushavan. But the problem.
When you also check the language that most of these people who are supporting some people who I don't want to mention today, when you look at them, the language they are using, even you unleashing exam.
Imagine.
Are you for real? You are wishing that to your own Zambian person who wants to come to the country. So meaning what? You are still advocating for Kadarism? Language, madam. And that's what we are avoiding. We are avoiding that. Just live in a country where there's no Kadarism. Could they have stayed there? Could they have stayed there?
Ngabali muchita na deport. Ngakwali bakwande Kadarism kuli okuchalo ko ekala ngabali muchita deport. Kabi yali kwa terminando. Kuzambia ko baleka ka abantu pampiation no nomba yali ama million eno yakwete nkongole kuchalo chabeni. Ngakwali bakadarism ngatabamu couldn't they have thrown us mujere. Bamutana deport. Today bako serious.
It's unfortunate. I felt so bad. And you're talking to somebody who's going through it. Mental health is real in this life. You don't know, you may think but it's going through things because trust me, there's no one who would want to say and then you are okay with that. No.
Wishing you Ella Mwambata take over, she loves to be here. Ena kurioko abali saloku ikala. Can you love Mwambaba Likwata as a family man? We don't know where his wife is. We don't know where his children are. You know? And he's there every day per social media. Ngani mambinga wali mfeshibali fileka. Atinifi group free, forgive them.
I will forgive them one day in front. But in the principle, the principle is what we are.
The moral of the story.
We're in a very confused state of things. But we are watching. We are watching. Am I not Jaukasama? I'm not Fuma.
Ba sugar plum mulishani. Isaliko pa mulumwe abantu na wira nish. Twa tukesa kwa bwangu mailo. I know.
This life.
That's not very common pressure.
Madam, most of these people that seem to talk about consistent in what they talk about, what they advocate for. Be consistent in what you are doing. If it's policy issues that you are focusing on, let it be issues that you say, okay, if you feel in so and so, if you feel in so, but if you feel so and so and so. But kind of character assassination. And then they want you to keep quiet. Oh my. Oh my God. My son,
Okay, Mama.
yeah. Good night.
Good night. Thank you. Good night, everybody. Bye-bye.